this work. I just hit it. I need to send this out. Hello, hello, hello. Do me a favor and put a 1 in the comments if y'all can hear me clearly. And let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb for somebody call me and mess it all up. Hear me clearly. And let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb for somebody call me and mess it all up. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So guess what, y'all? I'm on a digital nomad assignment, so I'm out east. I am currently in the DMV area, and I'm gonna be here for a few more days. I've been here for a little bit, so I am here and I'm really, really excited. I've been having a really good time. But today, I'm really excited about what I'm going to be talking about is because I'm continuing this series. I've been talking to you guys a whole lot about money and a lot of that. And so I'm going to talk about how you can become or how to become an energetic match so that you can receive more income. What are the things that you need to do internally to prepare yourself for that? Okay. So I'm going to give you about 5 things to do. I'm going to give you some information about them and give you some depth on them, and I want you to chew on it, and I really want you to activate it. So hopefully this inspires you to take action and to really start the process of realizing that you don't necessarily have to hustle for money, because it's absolutely ridiculous to do so. I'm just being honest. It's ridiculous to be out here hustling for money, especially in 2024. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna be talking about today. I need to send this out to a few really quickly, but put in the comments where you are watching from, because I always want to know. Because I want to know where I'm going next. Because y'all know I just pop up and just go. So I want to know where to be next. And let me send these out. Perfect. Hey, Atlanta. You know what? I actually am making my way to Atlanta sometime soon. But I need to solidify it. So I'll be there soon. Where else are y'all watching from? Before I get on. And I'm not going to be on real long today, y'all. It's going to be real kind of straight, short to the point, because I want y'all to really start making more money, bringing in more income. I want y'all to stop hustling, because I'm telling you, we're going into a time frame in the world where you don't want to be exhausted physically, mentally, emotionally, because you don't have resources. Trust me, please. You want to get ahead of things before these things really start to hit, okay? So I'm really trying to prepare you. I really want you to get yourself situated so you have more resources. You have more income, and so you're not stressed, okay? So you really can be in your feminine. Hey, Panama City. All right, for those who do not know me, my name is Elle Antoinette. I'm a feminine lifestyle strategist, and what I do is I support my amazing clients in 3 key ways. I use scripture, science, and psychology to teach my clients how to master their authentic feminine design. I teach them how to regulate their emotions, as well as create seamless income. And when I say create seamless income, I'm speaking about making money in a way that is not difficult, but it actually is very, very smooth. So we like to make money in a smooth way, not in a hard way. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So I'm going to be talking about today how you can become an energetic match to be able to receive more income. So if you have been struggling to receive more income, I'm going to tell you the 5 things that I do and that I continue to do all the time to have been able to build my 6-figure business from the ground up that supports my clients that have gone from 5 figures to 6 figures, and my clients who have gone from 6 figures to multi 6 figures. A lot of people think when you are building a business that, oh, it's all about, let's just make the money and that's just it. No, you don't manifest a 6-figure business. You don't manifest these things. You manifest a new version of yourself. Thank you, my love, for these gifts. And that manifested version of yourself either can manage what you're working towards, or either it's going to mismanage what you're working for, okay? So it's very important that you really do the work on yourself, and you'll realize that the money begins to come to you. It truly is a thing about attracting money, but it's all about you being available to receive. And a lot of us as women really struggle to receive, not realizing that receiving is feminine, because we spend so much time in our masculine by doing all of the time, okay? So we want to shift that. So today I want to support you in showing how you can become an energetic match to receive. Hey, my beautiful Arshia. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I'm not just talking about, when I say receiving more income, I'm not just talking about money, because I'm going to give you another definition of income that actually is in the dictionary, but a lot of people don't really focus on. A lot of people tend to focus on the money aspect of income, but I want to encompass that it's more than money, okay? So again, y'all know who I am. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. The first thing I need you to know, if you're going to be on this live, is that your belief impacts your biology, and your biology influences the way that you behave. Thank you so much for these gifts. And what that means is whatever you believe about yourself, the body is going to come into agreement with, and the behavior is going to exhibit. If you believe that you're going to lose weight if you work out, then guess what you're going to do if you really believe that? You're going to eat right and you're going to work out. If you don't believe that, you will not be able to do these things. Okay, so it's so important and it's so vital for you to be very clear about the power of your belief. And I'm going to talk more about that today when I give you these 5 things that are going to help you become an energetic match to be able to receive more income in your life. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. The next thing I need you to understand is that the only way for you to be able to create money, because women have the ability to be able to create money, to receive money, what we're going to be talking about mainly today is the feminine aspect of money. To receive is feminine, to create is more of the masculine. So in order to create money, you have to be willing to receive. Well, what is it that I need to receive? You need to be able to receive whatever it is from the creator that is within you. You need to be able to receive those digital downloads so that you can execute and do your work and actually be able to see the fruit of your labor come to pass, okay? We are not in a position to be able to receive, therefore we don't receive. We don't have any space. Some of us are too clouded with being people pleasers, trying to help everybody. Some of us are still just very, very clouded with trying to appear one way instead of being who we really are. It's just a lot of stuff happening on the inside of us that has to be cleared out in order for you to be able to hear clearly, okay? A lot of us think that we have to work 9-to-5 jobs because this is what you've been told, and that's because you can't even hear that you have creative and witty inventions in your very being. That's what it says in scripture. It says you have creative and witty inventions in your very being, according to Proverbs 8 and 12. So to not have any money means to not really be connected with yourself, because you yourself are made up of money, which I'll get into that in a little bit, okay? So what I need you to grasp right now is that you are made up of 4 high levels of currency, okay? That is time, that is energy, that is attention, and that is money. When I say that you are time, there are 2 elements of that. There's the time, Kairos time, which is your seasons, your ebb and your flows of life. And then there is also time called your chronological time, your seconds, your minutes, your hours that you are here on this earth, right? When you understand that you are time, you stop wasting time, you stop spending time on things that don't matter, and you stop giving your time to people, situations, corporations, and all kind of things that are not going to give you a great return on your investment when it comes down to your time. Your time is your highest form of currency. It is something that you cannot get back. So you have to be very cautious. You have to be very careful about how you invest it, okay? A lot of us as women, we try to use our time thinking it's going to buy us loyalty. A lot of us do this in relationships, and we end up getting the short end of the stick. Be very clear and very, very, very protective of your time, okay? Because understand that you are made up of time. You are also made up of energy. A lot of women tend to allow themselves to, not have boundaries. So they are basically runners for their families. They run for everybody. They support everybody. They do everything for everyone. But when it's time for them, when everything closes down, they turn the lights off, nobody is really there for them, and they are really suffering. Nobody's being honest about what's really happening with them. And so you're hiding behind the mask and your identity of being superwoman for your family and for your friends or for your people. In reality, you are draining yourself because you don't understand that you are powerful energy. You don't understand how divine the energy is within you, so you waste it. So you use up, or you allow people to use up all of your kindness, and then you end up becoming bitter and scorned because nobody is there for you in the end. You have to learn how to manage your energy. Your energy is divine, your energy is precious, your energy is valuable, and you are here to steward it properly, okay? Because your energy is a very powerful tool when it comes down to you being able to receive money, create money, and a bunch. So if you mismanage your energy, it is going to impact your paper. I'm gonna say it again. If you mismanage your energy, it's going to impact the way you bring in paper, or if you don't bring in any paper, okay? And it's just that simple. When you are emotionally distraught, you can't work right, you can't create. So you really have to be careful about what and who you are giving your energy to. You also have to understand that you are attention, okay? The one thing for sure, two things for certain you have to understand is that anything that you give your attention to, from music to people to television, it has the potential to manipulate your energy. Your emotions are literally, by definition, energy and motion, okay? So when you give someone your time, a lot of your time, and then you include your attention, when you really zone in and you focus on this person, what you end up doing is that you end up giving them your attention. So now you've given them your time, you've given them your energy, you've given them your attention, and now they have the possibility to be able to manipulate your emotional energy, because you are giving your highest forms of currency to someone. This is not something that you give away lightly. This is not something that you give away lightly as a woman. This is exactly how y'all keep falling for the medium ugly dude, or the ugly dude that you didn't think you liked at first. The reason why you crazy about him now, he played you in your face, was because why? You gave him your time, your energy, your attention. And your energy was manipulated. Your emotions were manipulated by that, because you gave up your time, your energy, your attention, because you were bored. You didn't have nothing else to do. You wanted to bypass your time. Oh, I don't really like him, but I can go do this. See, you can't use someone and think that that's not going to come back to you. That's universal law. You have to understand how things operate around here. You are made up of time. You are made up of energy. You are made up of attention. And lastly, you are made up of money. This is why it says in scripture that the love of money is the root of all evil. You should not love money to where you work in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jobs, or you're chasing it. You should not love money like that, because if you love paper like that, because that's what that is. Money is made up of 75% cotton, 25% linen. Look it up. 75% cotton, 25% linen. We have allowed people to trick us into thinking that we got off one plantation when you jumped on another, worshiping something that truly you are made up of. You are made up of you are the value of money that it actually is. You are the one who creates the value. It's your gifts that make room for you. But the fact that you don't really believe that has you out here hustling, having 50 million jobs, chasing money, when it tells you in scripture, Proverbs 23:5, if I'm not mistaken, it literally tells you if you chase money, it's almost like it will take up wings and fly away from you. That's what it said. Who told you to chase money was society. Society is a creation of man. Man is a creation of the creator. I would much rather listen to the creator who created me, so that I can create the type of life that I really want, because that's what only makes sense to me, right? So when you look at it from that perspective of understanding that you are time, energy, attention, and money, okay, then you stop worshiping these things. Then you understand the value of these things. Then you start to operate and understand the value within yourself. You begin to understand that, man, I have this innate internal value. I don't have to perform. All I have to do is operate in the fullness of my being. And that is going to open up the room for opportunities for me. It is going to put my name in rooms. It's going to do all of these things when I get in alignment with that reality, because that's what creates the income. The impact of the gifts that are within me that exude out is what's going to bring forth the income, beloved. But if you never tap into that, you never know. If you submit yourself to a corporation that is intended on making you a slave, you will never know. You will never be able to come into that. So I need everyone to put in the comments for me, I am high level currency, because I need you to grasp that concept first. Okay? That's number one. I need you to grasp that concept first, that you are high level currency. That if someone is asking me, how do you do this? I'm telling you right now, thank you, my love, for these gifts. The first thing you're going to do is understand your value. I am high level currency. You are time, energy, attention, and money. So you're going to stop wasting those things. And when you stop wasting those things, you'll stop wasting away emotionally, mentally, physically. All of us out here looking for a label. Everybody is just down bad. Let me tell you something. Be very careful about what you give your time, energy, attention to. It either is going to elevate you or it's going to make you sick. It's going to make you successful or it's going to make you stagnant. Whatever you give your time, energy, attention, and money to is either going to create success for you or it is going to make you stagnant. Point blank, period, the end. And you can apply that to anything in your life. Before I get into how you can become an energetic match to be able to receive more income in your life, I need you to understand this 3 things right here. Before you even get the money, before you even get the income and all of that, I need you to grasp this 3-part success strategy system, okay? Because it don't matter about you getting something. It's about you being able to sustain it. It's about you being able to keep it. It's about you being able to have it flowing into you. It is a daily experience that you are being paid. It is a daily experience that you are having income coming in, okay? So all of these things are extremely important and extremely vital. So here's what I need you to understand. Number 1, obedience to spiritual law is going to be very key here when it comes down to you dealing with money. Because I'm going to tell you something. Here's how people get really caught up in this whole selling your soul thing. And it's easier done than people really think. Because most people are out here doing it and don't even realize it. Selling their soul every single day, don't even realize it. They just ain't got the fame or the bread to go with it. But what you have to understand is obedience to spiritual law is very, very key in this aspect. It tells you in scripture, God is not mocked, for whatever man sows, ye are going to reap. Okay? Now, if you lie to yourself, expect a liar to enter into your existence. Expect for you to be dealing with liars, because the tone that has been set is that you drop seeds of lies. So if you lie and don't honor your own commitments by saying, I'm going to start working out, or I'm going to start eating right, or I'm going to start doing this. If you don't honor your own commitments, expect to attract people who lack the desire to be committed to you, because you are not committed to your own process. If you are not committed to your own process, then other people are not going to be committed to you. That's law. You are not going to attract a thing or bring a thing into your existence when in reality, you are not an energetic match for that. You are not an energetic match for honesty, because you are lying to yourself with the most minuscule things. You won't honor your own commitments, but then you get upset when people won't be committed to you. That's not how this works. If you don't honor law, see that whole thing with the universe is an algorithm that was created by the Almighty. It is an intelligent algorithm that literally responds to our thoughts, our emotions, our energy, our actions. These things, the universal algorithm responds to that. If you don't like what is showing up on your Explorer page, on your feed, i.e. your life results, if you don't like your life results, these are the things that you have liked and engaged in. And when you stop engaging and liking these things, you will stop seeing these things on your timeline, i.e. your life results will shift and they will change. And so you have to understand that law is so important here. There are things that are governed. This world is governed by law. You cannot think that you live in a world and you are exempt from following law. And ignorance of the law is not an excuse. I implore you to really, truly understand and get to know spiritual law, because it will change your life, it will save your life, and it will send your life in a way that you've never experienced. And I'm telling you from what I know, okay? Thank you, my loves, for these gifts. The second thing you need to understand about the success strategy system, okay, is that you have to understand the science of yourself as a woman. This is so key, y'all. The reason why I say that these systems are set up for us to be slaves and not for us to be successful is because the school system didn't even teach us the truth about our cycles in science class. They didn't teach us the truth. They told us that we had a cycle that was 5 to 7 days. You want to believe you need to just take pills. You need to do this. They didn't teach us that you actually have 4 phases in your cycle. And if you don't align with those 4 phases of that cycle, it's going to cause emotional irregulation going on within your body. So you think you're moody. You think you're PMSing. You think you just an itch. Would it be? You think all of these things about yourself when in reality, you are just not connected with self. You are not in sync with your cycle. You are not in sync with your natural rhythm, which throws you out of balance, which is why we have so many sisters who are out of balance hormonally, which is why we are struggling with our wombs. And when you are struggling in the womb, you are struggling with your creative life force energy, and you are struggling to create not just life, but create in your own life as well. And when you don't understand the science of yourself, it is very difficult for you to navigate or think that you have chemistry with someone else, because chemistry is a science, right? So if you don't understand your own chemistry and how you operate, how do you believe and think that you have chemistry with the masculine? You wouldn't be able to identify it. You wouldn't be able to identify it. You wouldn't know it if you saw it, because you don't understand how you operate chemically. Y'all, I don't want y'all to think I'm ignoring y'all messages too, because I can't really see them. So I'm just going to pray that everything in the comments is doing what it's supposed to be and people being how they're supposed to be. But if I see something crazy, I'm going to block you, okay? Because I'm not making no examples today. I don't feel like it. So I can't see, so I'm not ignoring y'all. But I am going to answer your questions at the end, I promise, if you can save them for me. So I can see comments flowing, but I can't really see them because of the way the sun is, and I need y'all to see me because I want y'all to get this message. So be patient with me with that, because y'all know I love to answer y'all questions. For those who are new here, act right or get blocked. I will invite you to the block party. I don't play that. I'm definitely one of the Most High's daughters. Don't play no games. I won't get you together, okay? Because I will gather you up in the spirit. I have no problem with that, all right? So let me go ahead and give y'all the rest of this so I can give y'all this so I can go. Because I got to go meet somebody. All right. So, but understanding the science of yourself means understanding that you have 4 phases in your cycle: follicular, ovulation, luteal, I can't even think, and menstrual, okay? You literally are becoming 4 different women. You need to eat a certain kind of way because you're losing certain vitamins and minerals during those times, okay? So it's so important and so vital for you to be in sync with yourself because it regulates your emotions. And guess what? It's so much easier, y'all. From personal experience, it's so much easier to be able to create services or to be able to serve people or to be able to show up as my best in my business when my emotions are regulated. You ever tried to go to work when you were sad? You ever tried to work when you was down? You ever tried to work when you were in an anxious state? It's not really supportive to you. It's not, you don't create from that space. Those are low vibrational states. So you can't create. All you can do is destroy, right? So you want to understand how you operate on a cellular level, on how your womb operates. Hey, my loves, how you want to know how that process operates because your womb is literally your GPS of your body. Your womb lets you know, okay, if you're in flow, if you're in sync, or if you're out of sync, if there's a block. And I'm speaking to you as a woman who had an irregular cycle for 20 years, and the doctors tried to tell me all these things that I needed to take and all I needed to do, and I didn't do none of that stuff they said consistently. But when I listened to the one that created me, literally flipped my whole script, and my cycle's been coming consistently for the last 7 years. I'm telling you, when there's a block happening within your womb like that and you're not flowing, there is something that is off. There is something in the body that has created a foreign block. And a lot of these things tend to start spiritually, then they go down to mentally, then they're emotional, and then they show up physically. I'm telling you this because I have been in that space and I supported women in that space. And those blocks block your creativity. They block your way out. They block your ability to be able to see things clearly. I'm telling you what I know. And I'm telling you what I've supported women with. So understanding the science of yourself is very important because when you understand the science of yourself as a woman, you can then recognize and understand that there is a science to masculinity and to manhood, and you won't expect men to be women or to operate as women, okay? So it's really, really, really important that you grasp that second success strategy system, understanding the science of yourself as well as understanding the science of every single thing around you. Third part of that success strategy system is this: knowing your personal psychology so that you don't repeat it. Listen to me. I don't care how much money we get. I don't care how much education we get. I don't care how many hours we do in therapy. We are not better than the women that came before us. We still have to turn around and look at these women and study the loopholes and see where the gaps are so we don't repeat the gaps. As much as you want to be an apple, you still came from an orange tree. And you need to inspect the roots if you are going to close the doors, because it is your responsibility to close those doors and deal with those things. That is not your baby's responsibilities to pick up your slack. Ain't nothing worse than leaving something out there for them to come and deal with when you could have closed the door yourself. Unforgiveness, whatever issues you have with your mother, whatever issues you have with the women that raised you, whatever issues you have with the women that came before you, okay? It is very important for you to assess yourself because feminine energy and unforgiveness will not ever reside in the same vessel, ever. Unforgiveness and feminine energy will never, and I mean ever, 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 ever ooze from the same vessel, because one of those things makes you sick. You better look up the links from unforgiveness to illnesses. You better check that out. See, I had a masterclass where I taught on that. Better pay attention to that. Unforgiveness and feminine energy cannot reside in the same vessel, my love. You're going to have to pick. One is a poison. One pushes you forward. Okay? Feminine energy is free. It is not bound. It is not bound. Okay? All right. So, understand. That's the 3-part success strategy system. Obedience to spiritual law. Understanding the science of yourself, as well as knowing your personal psychology so you do not repeat it. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and get into why we're here, which we're talking about how to become an energetic match to receive more income. That's the whole idea. That's why I have feminine, becoming, and receiving. FYI, there is no such thing as becoming more feminine. There is no such thing as becoming more feminine. You are feminine by design. Period. It's about you becoming more of yourself and getting into alignment with that reality. The reality that you are beautifully and wonderfully made instead of living by societal beauty standards. You getting into the fact of that you have creative and witty inventions in your very being, that a job is not what you depend on, and you don't depend on a man either, because you understand that you have these gifts. Okay? You understand your ability as an asset. So these are not, you don't worship these things, you don't chase these things, you understand that you're made up of these things. Okay? So it's so vital and so important. Somebody I'm finna block, because I keep seeing this little comment and I felt it, because I don't feel like making no examples today. So let me go ahead and block you. Because anybody listen, because I know you knew coming on here and saying something, because you clearly have missed one of my reads. Clearly. Because honey, I read down in the spirit. Okay? I will gather you up. So slow your roll. All right? So anywho, you understand that you are made up of these things, okay? Hey, my love. So you don't worship these things. You don't chase these things. You just learn how to be a great steward of these things. That's just the reality of it, all right? So I'm going to talk about income. I'm going to explain what income is. Thank you, my love, for these gifts. Hey, my Chelsea. Look, I can see my boo. So I'm going to explain what income is, the second definition of it. And I love the etymology of things. So I like to look things up. So it's very important to me, because income is not just limited to money, even though we like to think about it as just money. All right. So again, how to become an energetic match to receive more money. To receive more income. Sorry. I'm Elle Antoinette, y'all, for those who joined late. But the first thing I want you to know is that income by definition means a coming in. A coming in. As in an entrance, as in an influx. I want you to get that in your mind, okay? Income by definition means it's a coming in. This looks like an entrance, and it looks like an influx, okay? So if you are wanting some things to come into your life, to enter into your life, if you are wanting an influx of certain things to come into your life, this is going to be the lie for you, okay? The reason why this is going to be the lie for you is that you gotta grasp the concept that you can't want a thing that you are not prepared for, and that you are not an energetic match for, okay? It is very important to be very clear that you know when you are asking for something that you are an energetic match to be able to receive that. If you don't know how to manage $100, baby, highly likely you ain't finna manage 1,000, okay? And like it says in scripture, he who is faithful with a little is faithful with a lot, baby. You can't be wishy-washy with that thing. You have to be able to know that you can actually manage what it is that you are asking for. Some of us are out here asking for healthy relationships, but your whole lineup is toxic. You listen to toxic music, you watch toxic television, you hang around your toxic friends. I don't know, you do toxic things. You call yourself toxic, but then you say and really try to convince people how much you want a serious or a healthy masculine relationship. Well, guess what? Masculinity in its divineness is extremely not attracted to toxicity, because that by definition to be toxic means to to slowly poison. So you're calling yourself slow poison. So why would someone want to connect their legacy to poison? Why would someone want to be with someone where poison is going to be seeping all the time? It's basically a sewage tank. Why would someone want to sign up to be with someone who allows their womb to be a wasteland? See, let's talk about it. Because some of us are allowing our wombs to be toxic dumps and to be wastelands. And then you want to treat it as if it is wealth, and you don't honor your own self as wealth. You don't even see yourself as wealth, because you would understand what actually is happening here is so sacred, beloved, that you would know what to do, because that's a portal down there. Because we pick up what they put down. You do know that, right? You are going to pick up exactly what is being put down. So be very careful with that type of stuff. Be very careful. Are you an energetic match for the things that you were actually asking for? Okay? So if you're wanting new things to enter into your life, I don't know what these things are. Okay? I don't know what these things are, only you know. If you are wanting an influx of something to come into your life, here are the 5 things that are going to be very, very important for you to pay attention to and for you to do. Okay? I'm going to try to be really quick. All right. Number 1. The first thing that you're going to have to do is that if this deals with money or it deals really with anything at all, the biggest shift that you're going to have to make is going from the society stress model to the creator's rest model. I'm going to say that again. The biggest shift of your life you are going to have to make right now in this moment, if you want to be an energetic match to be able for new things to enter into your life or to get an influx of certain things into your life, you are going to have to go from society's stress model to the creator's rest model. The basis of your femininity is rooted in your faith in the one that created you. You know where we go wrong a lot of times in relationships? You know where we go a lot of times wrong with men, right? In general, is that we go into situations putting all our trust into people. Nobody told us to put all of our trust into human beings because humans gone human. Your trust should be in the one that created you, to be able to be so in tune with the one that created you that the creator will never allow you to be caught slipping. You're going to always be ahead of the game because you're going to always know that the Most High is going to always reveal. So you ain't looking in no phones. You ain't checking nothing because it all come out in the rinse. Baby, I'm not checking. Listen to me. I'm not checking behind anybody. I'm not going and doing all this. Because one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, she understands her value, beloved. She understands that she is feminine by design. She actually has mastered her feminine design and understands it so much to where I understand the energy within me is divine. So I can never be played with. See, none of y'all can be played. You can only be played when you participate, give permission, or you're not paying attention to something because you're given a God-given intuition. All you got to do is ask. That's what it's saying, James. See, the real tea is we don't be wanting to ask because he fine. Because I want him. You don't want to ask about him because you don't want to hear the truth, because you know you have to act on the truth, which is going to activate your next reality. But you ain't ready for that because you think you know what you want already. So you stick with society's stress model and you do struggle love. Ha. Okay? You do struggle love. Why? Because that's society's stress model. That's what they sell you. That's what they teach you. That's what they do. And you bite it. You eat it. And then you wonder why we all sick. And we wonder why our wombs don't work. Because we are overworking ourselves in a system that is not set up for us to be successful, but set up for us to be slaves. And we submit to it. Instead of aligning with the creator's rest model, which is full-fledged trust, which is real life faith, which is real life walking not by sight, but by full belief. That's the real shit. That's the first thing that you're going to have to do. That's the first shift that you are going to have to make immediately, is to make a decision to go from the societal stress model that they are keep it going, or you are going to lean into the truth, which is the creator's rest model. And I'm telling y'all, I've done both. I've done the stress model of society. I was 90 pounds heavier. I was going bald in the center of my head. I was working 3 jobs and I still didn't have no money. Now that I operate according to the creator's rest model, I built a 6-figure business. I work probably 3 days a week at max. I don't worry. I experience daily paydays where income is coming in. I just simply sow seeds and be obedient. I stay rooted and connected to the one that created me. I understand that my gifts are going to make room for me. I understand that I can't be boxed in. I understand that the only limits I have are the ones I set on myself. And as long as I'm doing things that are in alignment, all the women who are attached and assigned to me are going to do well, that are assigned to my obedience. Because as long as I stay in obedience, I'm going to be well. So I don't stress. I don't submit to that model. I don't submit to struggle love, babe. I don't got to. Because it literally says the scripture there, my birthright is abundant according to John 10:10. The enemies come to steal, kill, and destroy. You know how the enemy steal, kill, and destroy society? The enemy, i.e., let's get into it. They steal your joy first, huh? That kills your confidence next, right? Yeah? And what ends up happening? You end up self-destruction. I mean, it's giving kill, steal, destroy. It's giving the plot, the plan to wipe you out. And it really ain't even just to wipe you out. It's to get you to wipe yourself out. That's true tea. Because we love to be like, oh, the enemy is he's so busy. He's only as busy as you employ him. See, the op don't do nothing but put you in front of your face. It puts your issues, it puts your vices that you don't deal with in front of your face, and it lets you choose. Oh, you want money? Here's a nice man with a bunch of money. Go ahead and get him, even though it tells you not to chase a bag. So you go and you marry him, you think you're going to get his bag, and then something happens to him, and there's no more bag. Okay? There's no more bag. Why? Because you were depending on that. Because you were chasing that. Now your joy is stolen because your joy was in the bag. Your confidence is killed because you feel like people are going to talk about you because now you ain't got the bag to brag on no more. So therefore you start self-destructing because you don't know how to do because you was chasing what? A bag. Okay. So, like I said, the first thing that you're going to have to do, beloved, is to go from society's stress model to the creator's rest model. You choose. Everything is chess. You choose though. Your move. Number 2. Next thing that we have to get very clear on if you're ready for an incoming, some new things to enter into your life or an influx of new things to come into your life. Okay. So when this comes down to, and let me say this too, societal stress model, that whole working 3 jobs thing and all that. Yeah. Yeah, no. Okay. Societal stress model. It's crazy work. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. So please. So number 2, once you do that big shift and you make a decision to do that big shift, right? And y'all, please be patient with me because I can't see y'all comments because it's not so bright, but I had to come give y'all this message I need y'all to see. So I'm going to lean in more once I get done with these and get y'all questions and stuff. I promise you, okay? So the second thing is this that I need you to grasp. Now that you've made that shift to go from the societal stressful model to the creator's rest model, you're going to realize that you are no longer securing the bag. You are now securing yourself. So then you define, what does security look like for you? And I'm talking about spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, and socially. Spiritually, what does security look like to you? Mentally, what does security look like to you? Emotionally, what does security look like to you? Physically, what does security look like to you? Socially, what does security look like to you? Financially, what does security look like to you? Let me tell you why that's so important. Security looks different to everyone. Security looks different to everyone based on everyone's individual needs. You are no longer trying to secure a bag. You know you are the bag. See, when you know you're the bag, you don't have to secure a bag. Sweetheart, I'm the bag. I could tell you, see, the reason why I have no problem breaking down and tell you everything that I do is because you can take everything that I give you. You can take it, copy it, mimic it. You could try to sell it, but your girl is the secret sauce. See, I'm the secret ingredient. I can give you the whole recipe. It still ain't going to taste the same, baby. It's me. And it's the same thing when it comes down to you. You have a secret sauce. You have something about you that is so unique. The Most High has not created one thing that is the same, not even a pair of twins. Get into it. We all know identical twins, one of them night and day. We all know this. Some of y'all on here, somebody a twin. Y'all already know. Night and day. There is not one person, one plant, one flower, 1 inch of anything, speck of dust, that is any similar than any other. So what does security look like for you? Security for me looks like freedom. It looks like the ability to be able to own my time and own my schedule, which is why I don't have any desire to clock in anywhere. I don't feel it's okay that I have to ask permission to take care of my mother, who is now older, who has spent her whole life sacrificing everything to take care of me and my siblings. It don't feel right to have to ask you for permission to take care of my elders. That don't sit right with me. It don't sit right with me to have to ask you for permission to be able to go and travel like I am right now and be somewhere different. I need your permission to go out and to allow my mind to get new neural pathways created because I need new creativity. It don't sit right with me to have to ask you for permission to be free. It don't sit right with me. So security for me looks like freedom. It looks like me operating in the fullness of my gifts. It looks like me being obedient, because baby, I didn't create this place. And because I didn't create this place, I don't know how this goes. So I'm going to check into the one that created me by one, submitting to the rest model, the creator's rest model. Because the stress model ain't working for me. It don't work for me. Model, the creator's rest model. Because the stress model ain't working for me. It don't work for me. Yo, my phone overheated. My phone overheated. So I'm gonna have to hold my phone and tell y'all. But I was like, Lord. But I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Put them one in the comments for me if y'all can hear me, please. I was like, please don't let it go completely away. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, it was a sun. But it's okay. Ain't nothing finna stop me from getting y'all this message, though. Because y'all finna get it, though. Because it's too good. So I'm going to just hold my little phone. I'll be all right. Girl, it was because I was cooking. Now I'm going to have to put a disclaimer in my YouTube video. Okay. So, like I said, after you submitted to the creator's rest model, the next thing that you realize is that you're no longer trying to secure a bag. At this point, you're trying to secure yourself. Okay. So you're trying to secure yourself. So what is that going to look like for you? Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, socially. Like I said, freedom is my thing. Submitting to and having to ask permission just didn't sit right with me. So I wasn't rocking with it and I wasn't doing it. So that's what security looked like for me. Being able to create a business that allowed me to have the freedom to be able to travel, for me to be able to take care of my family in whatever ways I needed to take care of my family. All of those things were very, very vital and important to me. So you have to ask yourself, what does that security look like for you? And one thing for sure that's very important, the reason why I put it in the order of spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, financial, and social is because spiritual needs to be really, it needs to be first. It has to be absolute. Spiritual needs to be really, it needs to be first. It has to be absolute top priority. The reason why I say spiritual has to be top priority, because out of your beliefs, when it comes down to your security spiritually, that you're going to either become secure or insecure, and being rooted spiritually is going to support you in that. So being rooted spiritually supports you in becoming a secure woman. When you understand the divinity within yourself, you begin to operate according to that. Therefore, you don't operate like an insecure woman. You're not out here chasing, because you understand abundance is your birthright. You understand these things about yourself, so you're not out here running behind things. It does not make any sense to, okay? So it's very important for you to grasp that concept. Now, once you've made a decision that you're going to reject society's stress model and literally tap into the creator's rest model, after you do that, after you become secure spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and socially, what you want to do, or when you begin to focus on that, when you realize what that looks like for you, the next thing that you're going to do is that you have to write the vision down. I know we in our phones. I know we love to do all these things. Thank you, my love, for these gifts. Hey, Veroni, I love her. So understand, like, I know we like to do all these different type of things, but it's something that happens when you write it down and make it plain like it tells you to in scripture. Write the vision down that you have, okay, of what you're going to do with whatever you are wanting to receive or come into your life. When it comes down to income, whatever you want to enter into your space, whatever you want an influx of, you are to write that thing down and make it very clear and make it plain. Understand, that's how laws are written. It's written down. It starts with signatures, especially you live in the States. If it ain't, what does it say? If it ain't documented, it didn't happen. So you need to write it down and make it very plain. The vision about what you're going to do with whatever comes into your life. If you are speaking about, I am a wife and all of that, what kind of wife are you going to be? See, a lot of y'all got that really confused. What does wifehood look like for you on a real level? Really start asking yourself these questions. I'm going to be a six-figure business owner. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when you are offered or you are given or you attract $100,000? Because if you don't know what you're going to do with it, guess what you're going to do? Blow it. blow it because you have no plan for it. You don't understand it. You don't understand what you have. Therefore, it's very much so going to be a struggle for you to manage or sustain it because you have no plan. So you're going to write it down. Now, here's the thing about writing it down. The vision that you need to write down, it needs to transcend this realm. Oh, you thought I was going to tell you just to write down, I want to buy my mama a house. I want to support my family. I want to get my folks out the hood. You think that's what I was going to tell you? No. See, that's chump change. That's small. That can be a part of the process. That can be a milestone on the process. But the work and that you're committed to, the vision that you have, it needs to transcend this realm. It needs to be legacy building. I'm talking about in the mindset of, if you're going to, I want to be a millionaire. What are you about to do? What is the vision of you as a millionaire? How are you serving? Because whatever a man sows, ye shall reap. So you plan on giving nothing. What is the true plan so you can continue to receive? Because last time I give, and it's something that you're going to be able to give cheerfully because you want to be a cheerful giver because that is what the universal algorithm is going to respond to. It is going to cheerfully give back to you because of you sowing those seeds. So what does that look like for you? What does that really look like for you? Your vision is going to have to transcend this realm. It's going to have to be beyond you getting your mom and daddy a house. It's going to have to be beyond, I want to make sure my children don't have to work. What is the legacy? Feminine women are all about legacy. We are legacy minded. We are long-term minded, beloved. We are long-term minded. So what is the long game? And how is it transcending this 3D reality? How is it going above that? See, that's why it has to be purposeful. That's why it has to be intentional. You can't be just, I want to get married because I'm in love. No. Are you kidding me? What is the mission behind your marriage? Because if there's no mission behind your marriage, baby, why y'all even having a conversation about submission? You submit to a mission, and a mission has a vision. If there's no mission, there's no vision, baby. And if there's no vision, like it says in scripture, without a vision, the people will perish. Good evening, good night. So it's the same thing here. If there is no vision for whatever it is that you are asking for, if there's no vision about whatever it is that you are wanting to come into your existence, then guess what, my love? It is going to perish, whether you get it or not. Whether you receive it or not, it is going to perish, okay? Let me know in the comments, put a 1 if you can hear me clearly, because I want to make sure I'm not freezing. And I'm going to come this way. Okay? So that's number 3. All right, good deal. We good? Cool. We got 2 more. So the thing is this, like I said again, you have to make sure that you write it down. You have to make sure that the vision is very, very clear about what it is that you are wanting long term. Okay? Write it down. Make it plain. Without a vision, the people will perish. That's one of the best things I can tell you. Without a vision, the people going to perish. A lot of people getting married and ain't no vision. A lot of people getting married and ain't no mission. And then you wonder why there's no submission. And you wonder why you get no obedience from your children. Okay? See, this is it trickles on down. And you've got to pay attention to this thing because it is very, very serious. Without a vision, the people will perish. That's in every aspect of your life. You making money, you marrying, you friendships, biz, all of that stuff. Without a vision, the people will perish. Even without a vision for your own life, you will waste your life away because you have no plans. People like to call it ambition. It's not so much ambition. When you have a vision, you're going after purpose. You understand what it is that you're doing. Okay? So like I said, without a vision, the people will perish. Make sure you write it down and make it very, very plain. Okay? Number 4. Now here's going to be the hard part. This is going to be the struggle for some people. Quite a few people. Okay? A lot of us want to gain things, but we don't want to lose things, and we're not honest. So number 4 is you're going to have to, once you write it down, make it plain. Now you got your vision, you cooling, you're like, okay, great, I'm wonderful, I'm doing good. Now you have to eliminate all beliefs, all actions, all habits, all behaviors, all people that contradict that written vision. You ready for that? You ready for that? I'm going to say it again. You have to now eliminate all beliefs, all actions, all habits, all behaviors, all people that contradict that written vision. We don't want to let people go. We don't want to let our behaviors go. We don't want to let our habits go. Then you're not ready to receive because it's too cloudy in there. It's too crowded where you are. See, one aspect about becoming an energetic master receiver is that you got a clean house. You got guests coming, baby. If you don't want nobody coming over, then keep your house like that. But ain't nobody coming over to no messy house, and ain't nobody gonna eat out no nasty kitchen. So I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing. Okay? So you're going to have to eliminate those rooms. Belief, action, habits. Okay? Belief, actions, habits. Number 4, people, behaviors that contradict that written vision. Because guess what? If you don't, all of those things are a threat to your vision. All of those things are a threat to you receiving. All of those things are a threat to you receiving. Because you won't let that dude go, that's why you can't attract somebody else. Thank you, my love. Because you keep holding on to money instead of investing it, that's why no money opportunities, no opportunities for you to be able to create money, make money, any of these things are happening for you because you hold tight to money. You're a hoarder. You're a hoarder of money because you're so scared of being poor again. You're so scared of not having that you don't trust the gifts that are within you. You don't trust the Most High. You trust the money in the bank, even though you know these banks about to crash. If you didn't know, y'all remember what happened last year with who was that? Everybody woke up from Wells Fargo, got a rude awakening. You think that's gonna be the only one? You keep up, like my mom always say, you keep on living. But most importantly, you keep on watching. Keep on watching, okay? So you're going to have to really eliminate all of these things. You're going to have to eliminate all beliefs, all actions, all people, all behaviors, all habits that contradict that written vision because you just created a law. You're gonna be your first lawbreaker? So you invite other people into your life to break your laws, which is why you keep having issues with boundaries. You keep articulating how you know your worth, but nobody's treating you as such. Okay? These things happen by your example. You are the line leader in your life experience. Everybody else is playing Simon Says. Your actions saying. And that's what they doing. Okay? There was some contradicted my vision. Listen, I understand. I've had some relationships that contradicted my vision. I had to get rid of them. Okay? How long should you stay in isolation? I wouldn't necessarily, I can't tell you that. That's really between you and the Most High. I don't like to use the term isolation. I do like to use the term seclusion because sometimes I feel like the Most High will have me still away. I don't necessarily feel like the Most High isolates me because there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. We are here to carry each other. So I don't necessarily align with isolation, seclusion. And I think seclusion can be for a season, but only the Most High knows when that season is. And you have to ask, if that makes sense. You have to ask about that. And you'll know. You'll know when it's time up. Okay? All right. Number 5. Once you've eliminated all those beliefs, those actions, those habits, those behaviors that contradict the written vision, right? The next thing that you're going to do is that you're going to align your actions, your beliefs, your habits, your thoughts, and align yourself with people that are in alignment with your written vision. That means you're going to have to get in community. And not just any community. You're going to have to get in community with people who are actually where you want to be, where you're going, all of that type of stuff. You have to start placing yourself in those spaces so that you get opportunity. The majority of opportunities come by relationship. Relationships are about connecting. If you are not connecting, it's going to be a bit of a struggle for you to be able to elevate. Okay? People will put your name in rooms. You being in certain rooms will allow you to have more opportunities to attract, to have an incoming of new things. But you won't do that. I talk to women all the time. We talk about dating. Oh, I don't like the men in my city. I don't like that. Okay, travel. Okay, travel. No, I don't really know. I can't, I don't be knowing people be crazy. Well, stay where you at then and keep having the same complaints. Keep having all the same complaints. Okay? Well, I don't like anything. There's nothing to do here in my city and this, that. Move to another city. Oh, I can't do that. I've been here all my life. Okay, well, sit there. You're not an energetic match to receive new opportunities because you are not willing to move your feet. If you're not willing to drop a seed, don't expect fruit. If you're not willing to drop a seed, don't expect flowers. That's it. Don't have an expectation to receive. You are not prepared to do the inner work to be able to position you to be able to receive. There is no room. You can't do this when fear is in your body. Fear and faith can't reside in the same vessel either, because fear is not a spirit of the Most High. It tells you that in Scripture. So fear is an energetic transference. Who made transference? Who made you so scary? Who made you so scary to move your feet? Seriously. Who put that fear within you that you are afraid to challenge yourself to do anything different other than what you are doing? Well, then if you don't want to do that, then expect to keep getting the insane results that you're getting. You're going to have to make some different type of decisions if you really want to be able to receive in this life. If you really want to be an energetic match to be able to receive more income, it is going to require you to do this. Okay? It's going to require you to do these 5 things again. Number 1, again, I told you, income by definition is an incoming, as in an entrance, as in an influx. So I want you to think about, what do I want to enter into my life? What do I need an influx of, or what do I desire an influx of into my life? Okay, that's the first thing that we want to get into. The second thing you got to do is make the biggest shift of your life. Go from society's stress model to the Creator's rest model. Your faith is no longer in the government, in the world, in people. You're not putting your faith in humanity. You're putting your faith in the one that created you, because you all know that everything is coming out in the rinse. You always know that things are working out for you. You always know that you are protected. You always know that you are walking in a line, assignment, and divine timing. And that's point blank, period, the end. Period, the end. When you understand it and you move that, it's different. Okay, so that's the first thing. The third thing, because I think the first thing was incoming. The third element of this is that you're gonna, since you know you're no longer securing the bag, that ain't really the focus. You now be focused on securing yourself. So what does security look like for you? That is, what does security look like spiritually? What does security look like mentally? What does security look like emotionally? What does security look like physically? What does security look like financially? What does security look like socially? You are covering the 4 elements of self and the 2 elements that you are going to need to be able to govern yourself in society. We are talking about your spirit, your mind, your heart, your body, and then we are tapping into your money, and we are talking into the people that you choose to be in your life experience. Those 6 things are the most vital things that you need to be very clear on and make excellent decisions in while you are moving on this earth, because those are the things that are going to be the difference between you elevating and you escalating. I'm going to say it again. Those key things are going to be very valuable when it comes down to you either elevating in this life or you escalating, as in spiraling downward. Okay? So you have to make a decision about how you want to live your life. Period. When it comes down to that. I'm going to say this 4. Once you have chosen a Creator's rest model, once you've gotten a space where you understand what security looks like for you on all 6 of those levels, then you begin to go into, okay, let me write down the vision for what it is that you want to come into your life. So write down the vision of what you're going to do with that income. If this is an influx of you getting a new tribe, a new community, what is going to be your role in that friendship group? See, some of y'all just be want to hang out for clout. Some of y'all just be want to hang out because it's what you can get out of this person. What is going to be your role? A lot of y'all don't have friends because you don't know how to be one. And that's the truth. Just like a lot of y'all can't hear no because you don't say no enough. You say yes to everything and you get mad when people tell you no. That's why you don't know how to receive it. You accept everything and you don't reject nothing. And that's why you don't know how to take rejection. See, you get offended by rejection instead of understanding that rejection is protection and a blessing. You get offended by it because you don't reject nothing. You're always looking for a deal. You're always looking for a handout. You're always looking to get something, but you're not really looking to give anything. And that's why you tend to always have nothing. You have got to understand when you are asking for something. When you are asking for something, okay? You have to be very, very, very clear about what it is that you want. Write it down. Make it plain. Without a vision, the people will perish. Without a vision, the people are going to perish, beloved. So, in your vision that you're writing down, it's going to have to transcend you want the Benz, baby. It's going to have to transcend you want to buy your mama a house. What is your legacy going to be? What is your vision? If you were to ask me what my vision is that transcends what I do for work, the vision that I have is that all of the women who are here on assignment and who understand that they wake up. Not only do they wake up, that they do their work internally to be able to sustain the very crown that the Most High has called them to wear. Because I already know it's heavy. Because mine is. I already know it's heavy. So my vision is for all of these women to arise and to waken up. And as things are shifting in society and shifting on this earth, these women are not moved. They're not shaken or stirred because they understand the divinity within them. See, I'm called to wake them up. Why am I called to wake them up? Why do I do? This is why I do this online. Y'all think I do YouTube and do all these things and go live? Oh, because no, this is legacy content. This stuff gonna outlive me. The vision always has to be bigger than you. This is bigger than me because it's not about me. I'm just a vessel passing through here. This is my current position. When I pass on, this is my legacy content. People still gonna be getting it after I'm gone. That's the point. There's women coming after me. I may not be able to touch them all, but I'm still going to be able to touch them all, if that makes sense. So again, the vision has to transcend this reality. It has to transcend that, okay? Number 4, once you write it down and make it plain, you're going to have to eliminate all of the beliefs, the actions, the habits, the behaviors, and the people that contradict this assignment in that written vision that you're on, period. You're going to have to literally, okay, eliminate all those things. All those beliefs that you can't do it, lies. Who told you that? Most High said that, or your mama said that? And no shade to your mama, but that's real. You were formed in your mother's womb. She didn't create you, so she doesn't know all of your abilities anyway. Let's get into it. She's not in tune with all of your gifts. Your creator is, though. I'm just saying, okay? So you're going to have to eliminate those beliefs. You're going to eliminate those actions, those habits, those behaviors, those people. Thank you, my love, for these gifts, okay? That contradict that written vision. Number 5. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. Oh, my God, that's so cute. Number 5. Well, I don't even know, y'all. My number's so off. But y'all know what I'm saying. So the last thing that you're going to do is that you're going to align your actions with the written vision, okay? Your actions, your thoughts, your beliefs. You're going to get with people. Everything that you had to eliminate. The reason why you had to do this so you can make room. You have to make room for the newness, because the newness is what's going to put you in position. You need the newness around you that's going to help you ascend, okay? That's going to position you to accelerate. That's the whole idea. That's the whole point of it. So those are the key 5 things that you are going to have to do in order to become an energetic match, to be able to receive more income. And like I said, the income is an influx or entrance of something into your life. It could be a marriage. It could be a relationship. It could be money. It could be a new anything. It's whatever it is that you know what it needs to, I don't know. And that really ain't my business for me to know, okay? Unless we're in a session. So you know what that thing is, and now you know what you need to do to be able to become an energetic match, to be able to receive that. Right now, I am offering these sessions. If you want to work with me, if you're interested, I have these inspired ideas 2 income strategy sessions. They are $297. You get the recliner, firm, and afterpay. In these sessions, I'm going to support you in unleashing your power of creativity so that you can generate thriving income streams. Okay, so if you have one idea of something you want to do, 9 times out of 10, we have a session. You tell me something you want to do. I can tell you 3 to 5 ways you can make money off doing it. Okay, without having to work hard. All right. In that session, I'm going to help you shift your relationship with money from scarcity to abundance. So if you're struggling or you're holding money, you're trying to figure out how you can make more money and create a cushion away from your job, I can support you with that. Okay. And then also in this session, I'm going to teach you about securing yourself so that you can achieve financial sovereignty. Financial sovereignty basically represents self-sufficiency, freedom, and confidence in you being able to manage your financial affairs, and understanding like you're able to make money without having to hustle and work hard. This is literally how I've supported my clients from going from 0 to almost 15K in less than 30 days. It's not difficult. to make money. It's about you learning how to manage yourself. There are other courses. That's a one-on-one. It's going to be $297 until April 1st. Not April 1st is going to go up to $397. I also have courses. You can click the link in the bio. Subscribe to my YouTube. I have courses and different things like that will support you on a multitude of levels. If you are wanting to heal your inner child so that you can really, really, really start having a better relationship with yourself, get the Radiant Roots workshop. If you're wanting to manifest a new version of yourself before the year is out, okay, then grab the Renew, Reset, Rewire Masterclass. If you are prepared to get your life in alignment, then get the Divine Alignment Bundle for $222. The Divine Alignment Bundle has been the top seller since last year. It's still selling like crazy, even this year. It is the one that supported women through addiction, teaching women how to create passive income, teaching women their authentic value and understanding, helping them break generational curses. That course is absolutely amazing. You're going to get rid of the excuses, and you're going to be able to really start creating the life you desire with that one. If you're prepared to create a business in a more feminine way so you do not have to work hard, get the Feminine Business Blueprint. If you are prepared to create a cushion of up to $50,000 and you leave your job by understanding how to master your emotions, master your feminine design by syncing with your cycle, as well as creating a product using your intelligence, package it into a service so you can get paid on a high level, then get the FEMA bundle, which is the Feminine Emotional Mastery Accelerator. That one is $497. You can get that with Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay. That one comes with a one-on-one with me, and I help you flesh out that idea that you want so that you can start creating seamless income for yourself, okay? So, and I also have a feminine embodiment mentorship application program that you can apply for as well if you want to work with me on a high level on a regular for up to 6 to 12 weeks one-on-one, okay? So I have all of those services. You can click the link in the bio to be able to access those. I'm going to take any questions that you guys may have before I go, because I have to go meet one of my loves for lunch or dinner. Lunch says dinner while I'm out here in the DMV. So please drop your questions, and I'll try to answer a couple of them really quickly before I go. So drop before I go. And if you're asked like what questions can I ask, my Genius Zone, mastering your feminine design, creating seamless income, and regulating your emotions. Any tips on forgiving your mom? Remember that first things first, remember that she's a human being that just happens to be a person that was chosen to parent you. So that's the first thing. Look at her as a human being, and also consider her upbringing, and consider the things that she didn't know and the things she doesn't know. And if you are a woman who's doing your work, then consider how difficult it is to face your reality and face yourself and to see yourself and how hard that can be. And that alone will provide enough grace to then start assessing where the loops are without judgment, if that makes sense. Also consider that none of us get a manual on how to do this. We all are doing things, seeking some form of fulfillment. Our levels of fulfillment just look different to one another. We don't have to like them, we don't have to agree, but they're all different, and we all are seeking it, if that makes any sense. Just want to say thank you. Thank you very much. Where can I find hair? I don't know. Amazon everywhere. I don't know. I don't know, beloved. The clean house people, how to start the clean house process, how to start removing people. You first have to start with your beliefs. You can't start with people. You got to start with your beliefs, because you have those people around you for a reason. That's what you got to get down to the bottom of, right there. When you find out and you deal with your beliefs, then it's easier to release everything else. When you deal with everything external, it's easier to deal with everything else. When you deal with everything internal, it's easier for you to get rid of things external or add things from the external, if that makes sense. So you have to start in, let's start in the basement, in the attic of self. Thank you. Yep, start internal. Congratulations, somebody just purchased something. I seen 2 of them come through. Oh, and those who get the $297, y'all get free tickets to my masterclass that I'm having in April, where I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create and everything that you need in your digital product or service, so that you're able to sell it, and it markets very, very well to your consumer. All right. I'm not seeing any other questions. All right, y'all. So I have to go. Happy Sunday. I hope that y'all have an amazing Sunday. I do plan on going live tomorrow, so if you're on my email list, you'll know. So join my email list if you're not. And I hope that y'all have an amazing time, and I hope that this was edifying and it inspires you to think and take action. And I hope that y'all have an amazing evening. Peace out.